Ask any tow-headed schoolboy how many senses we have, and they will more likely say 5. 5? What about my sense of balance, of entitlement, of fair play? Problem is, 5 is about the most our tiny little brains can handle. Sometimes we have so many senses cluttering us up, so many ways to feel about a thing, we blow a fucking fuse, man. And what's that lead to? Senseless violence. Senseless violence. And it comes in all sorts of shapes and colors, man. And you know what they say, though? They say that when one of your senses fails, the other ones compensate by getting stronger. Like if you go blind, your hearing suddenly perks up. Can't smell, your taste buds go. So what happens if you lost them all? If things no longer make any sense? You got to rely on others to get you through the day. See, out here in the real world, that can get dangerous. See, a lot of times when a woman gets pregnant, her sense of smell changes for the worse. Suddenly, roses are putrid. A freshly baked bread, it smells more like ammonia. Epileptics have something similar. They can often tell when they're about to do a backflip, because they start to smell shit that isn't there. So at least they have a chance to sit down before the seizure hits. With pregnancy and epilepsy, you've got a pretty good sense of impending doom. Too bad we've got no sense of how to avoid it. See, there's this condition called synesthesia. It makes you associate letters with colors or sounds with touch. Imagine reading a book and being constantly awash in a cascade of greens or purples, or hearing a guitar chord and feels like your lover's lips against your neck. Why they call it condition, I'll never really know. It sounds more like a blessing. Just goes to prove that even the most basic sense of reality is totally different for each other. Let's say a young man mugs someone. A girl steals 20 purses from Sears. A young mother drowns her own daughter. The one thing they're all said to lack is common sense. That somewhere along the way they lost their ability to think rationally and correctly. Well, look at the real world. Common sense created the common criminal. The desire to do right is probably the most uncommon sense of all. Sometimes the worst thing, and I mean the worst fucking state of being, is having all your senses working full tilt. I mean, how can that be bad, you ask? Well, there are certain things we do when seen, touched, heard, smelled, and tasted, when they do all at the same time, that make you wish you were dead.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no Great War, no Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war. Our Great Depression is our lives.